Here we go.
Now we're in.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's quite good. You can
Switch it up. Switch a Rooney.
give it to him. Ah, give it.
Give 'em a taste of Kiwi. Show 'em you're the best. Give 'em a taste of Kiwi. You're better than the rest. Give 'em a taste.
All right, how good's that song? No, my hook and my. Welcome back to another episode of the Kiwi NRL podcast. Today in the studio, we have one of my main mates, the boy, Jase Weatherly.
Me. Nah,
How are you, mate?
I'm
You
good.
right?
I'm good. Yes, I'm.
Good weekend?
Good weekend.
How'd you go on the punt?
Good. We went good.
Mata races, yeah,
Yeah.
you know, local.
Went good, and then obviously radio on the Sunday.
Yes,
And then-
shout out to Mark Purd again for having us on.
Mark
Got our
Peard.
full names out there, sorry.
Yes.
Purd.
Yeah, got our full names out there. Good guy. And then just a lot of exciting things this week.
Yeah, man, fully. How about? And we've also got Andre Ukitupa. How are you, mate?
Bloody good, mate. Bloody good. Good to be back for the second episode.
Yes, he's following up his debut with
Yeah, we brought him back.
He went straight from reserve grade to top grade with the old radio appearance the other week.
Didn't I? got the call up.
Yeah. Mate, there's been a few injuries. Sweet. What did you get up to on the weekend? Did you do much?
Actually moved house. Nothing exciting.
Oh,
Nothing exciting.
New
but
house away.
Yeah, yep.
yeah, your
So,
house looks
Congrats,
good.
mate. Congrats, man. Nice.
in there, but snuck the Kiwis in before we started that. So
Have to. And
Saturday
then,
morning.
by the power of the internet, we also have Kane. How do I say your last name properly? Tonj. I was going Tungi. Tungi. AKA that Kiwi punter. You can find him on Instagram. You got all our followers out there will recognise that, as he's given us a bet for every NRL game and the odd Kiwi game when I've remembered to ask him for it, which is not that often. But how are you, mate? How you going?
I'm good. Good to be here. Finally get my face out there.
Yeah.
That's it. Get the mug out there, mate. Nothing to be afraid
yeah,
of.
exactly.
If Jase can be on camera, then anyone can.
That's a good point.
All right. Without further, I've got to thank myself, the sponsors. I mean,
What is FitZone offering?
well, we offer a lot of things, but one of the things we do offer is a FitZone body scan. It's a full in-depth analysis of what you're made of, what you're made up of. So yeah, it's basically you can get that going. It tells you everything you need to know. It's better than the scales. Then you can work your ass off for 4 weeks or more, and then get a scan again and see your results, rather than just looking at your scale. You can get that at any of the 4 FitZone sites in Matamata, Paeroa, Te Aroha and Waihi. All right, that's enough about that. And our first segment tonight, we're going to kick it off with yeah or nah. We were lazy to get one ready, but Andre's got one for us.
I got one.
We've got no prep, so it's good, and I think we've let Kane has no idea either.
Oh, it's not
Lying
too
in the
difficult, hopefully.
All right, so
Hit
us with it, bro.
Yeah, my one is, I think they've flown under the radar a bit, but a couple of inclusions this round and then put on a monster score.
Kiwis.
I think that...
not the
Mu-
Kiwis.
Nah, not the Kiwis. They've been a bit, I guess, clunky.
Yes,
They haven't
clunky
quite
is a
put
word.
together a 90-point performance yet. But Matamata Tonga, they are paying $13. This is not best bet round, but just to...
Oh, is that for the whole thing?
$13 to win it.
Oh, yeah, I just had that up, actually.
Their path is obviously,
Samoa.
you would think Samoa, then England, and then into the final.
Then Kiwis.
Yeah, and the Kiwis in the final.
Yeah.
We've just answered the question. If the Kiwis are in the final, they're definitely not going to win. But I think with the inclusion of Taumalolo, obviously having a win over Aussie, and have they beaten England or did they?
They beat Great Britain, I believe.
Great Britain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and the Kiwis obviously. Can Mate Ma Tonga win
Lift the
World
trophy.
Cup, and does Jason Tomalolo add to his gold tooth with a bit of gold wear at the end
a
of
golden nugget.
at the end of the tournament?
All right. Who wants to go first? Who wants to answer first? You go, Jase.
Okay. I feel like England have just been too good at the moment. They like we were talking on the radio, their halves have just been controlling that whole field, the whole park. So if Tonga do get up or they do win, they're going to have to do something out the gate and probably steamroll them through the middle from the start, I reckon.
Which they've done to teams before.
They have, so...
Yeah or no, mate? Tell the people. Want to know.
No, I feel like England's going to be in the final.
So it's a nah from Jason.
Nah.
What about you, Kane? What do you reckon?
Nah. They could roll England. I mean, bit of redemption from the last World Cup. We remember that England
Yes.
won in the last seconds. Yeah, I could see that happening, but they ain't beating Kiwis or Aussie. Simple as that.
I like it.
I would like to see a close game between them and England if they obviously
I
get
think
through
it
to the
will
semi.
be. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see England put 60 points on them. I want one of those games where, like...
I can't see Tonga getting 60 put on them
Nah.
at that part of the tournament. Yeah or nah from me? I'm going to say, yeah. Yeah, they could.
Nice.
They could. Do you know
Nice.
why? Because I think having Tumalolo has just
Change the whole...
changed the dynamic of their team, eh? What about you, Dre?
Yeah, so I think they can. I think they can beat England because I would like to think, well, not like to think, but I think based on the feedback, Victor Radley's going to be potentially out.
Oh, what? I didn't see that anywhere.
So he hyperextended his elbow.
Oh,
so-
shit.
I
Okay.
changed my mind.
Oh, no, I said yes. That's right. Yeah,
That-
yeah I know
that-
all that stuff.
I don't know what the feedback is so far, but if Victor Radley's out, I think Tonga can beat England and they'll be in the final. But then they have to come up with a massive upset to get that. So I'm going to say yeah, but it's probably... Their odds aren't accurate, though. I think $13 is a bit far-fetched. I think they should be around sort of...
Well, yeah.
Sevens,
So
eights.
they're on 13.
They've been in Australia and New Zealand
How much
before.
is Samoa paying?
21s. I'm pretty sure they were around our price at the start of the World Cup.
21, Samoa.
Is it Tonga?
No, Samoa.
Oh, yeah.
They were at ridiculous odds, like single digits at the start of the...
So I'll even it up, 50-50, go yeah.
All right.
And then if the Kiwis don't make the final, we support Tonga.
That's right. Yes.
Especially if it's
Can you
Australia.
imagine on a red flag, though?
We change. You don't change the name of the podcast.
On
though.
flags out.
Yeah, Jason's actually got Tonga flags.
Oh, no, I don't know what happened to that. Got lost in the move.
Got lost in the move. All right. Yeah, it was a pretty quick one of year now. So we'll get straight into a bit of a wrap of the round. Do you mind just bringing up the games? Are they on there?
I can...
Or on tribe or something?
Yeah, I got it here.
What was our first game of the round?
It was us.
The big.
We were the first.
Yes. So Kiwis versus Ireland. 48 to the Kiwis, 10 to Ireland.
Do you want to start us off, Kane? What did you think of the game, and who did you think stood out for us?
I thought we were a bit clunky there. Like, there was moments where it was a bit, we're playing Ireland and we're not really putting them away by much.
That's right.
But the standout was definitely Jerome Hughes. Like, his return, he controlled the game pretty well, and yeah, everything kind of seemed to go through him, which was pretty cool to see. But it's still a bit worrying because we kind of haven't had that time to bond him and Brown together and Manu at the back. But Kiwis hard.
Yeah.
That's the one.
From what, Kane was saying, like, we weren't, like, steamrolling Ireland or anything. But at least the boys know what they got to work on. There's things that they do got to work on, like, the other teams come out and steamrolling the other teams, like, 90 points.
Yeah.
If you come out, like, we get to Australia versus them and we win, everyone will be like, what has Australia been doing the whole time if they've been putting all these points on these teams?
Yeah, just humping people, eh?
Yeah, so at least the boys, they have something to work on and they know what they're going to probably work on.
Yeah, I'd
Probably
agree.
top of the list is goal kicking, but get Kenny Bromwich out there.
Does Hughesy kick goals? He does everything else.
I don't know. Probably. He probably would.
Probably can't fit on his list of
He's
everything.
going to kick, you would think.
Yeah.
If
He
selected,
goes
but he's-
okay. He's got a bit of a weird, almost like a toe poke, eh, when he
Yeah.
kicks
Yeah,
it.
The two
might as well toe hack it.
Yeah.
the two options that we have is we score more tries so then we can afford to miss kicks, or we just score under the post.
Oh, yeah, because Australia will let us do that. What about you, Dre? How did you see the game? What do you think about it, and who were your top players?
Yeah, it was bloody awesome to see Hughesy back. I think he had a hand in almost every try.
Yeah.
And got a couple of meets himself. It all comes off the back of his little dinky running game, eh?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
It's such a threat that
They were
that-
rushing and offside, so he was just good at, like,
So
And that that nuggety like headgear.
yeah, he just seems to duck and weave them, doesn't he? So that was definitely a highlight. I think, again, just like Kane said, bit clunky, but looking at the other teams in the round, I think, it's sort of hard to judge because
So hard to get a line, on
No
all
one's
those games
no one's had a hard team to verse.
where they've kind of, out of the top teams.
Like you
anyway,
thought
yeah.
that England, Samoa were going to be it, but
That's not the real Samoa, though.
no, exactly.
No.
So
I see Samoa's added a couple of players into the fold as well. Tyrell May's come back.
Oh, yeah.
So that Panthers connection's
Yeah,
starting to sort of take
So
take
why
shape.
wasn't he there at the start? Did he get injured?
I think he got
Suspended?
Oh no, he was injured. He didn't get suspended.
He didn't.
oh, that's right, because that was
and
a,
then
that was
he
a talking
and
point.
then he done his
Yeah.
hammy, remember?
Yeah.
And he couldn't play finals.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, overall a little bit clunky. But I don't mind being sort of that underestimated
Yes.
team going into the finals because if you compare it to say like, being an All Blacks fan in a World Cup, you're always under a little bit of pressure. 'Cause
There's a lot more pressure.
You're
Yep, you're
expected
expected to win.
Whereas the Kiwis, perhaps it plays into their favour where
Yeah.
they can go in and they
Maybe
kind
it's a tactic. Maybe they went
maybe
over
that's
there.
what we're going,
we
going
love
for the whole time.
love an underdog.
That's right.
Shit,
Maybe
yeah.
they were. There's a lot of chat about them being this. How good are they? And they're like, man, we don't need that.
Yeah,
We'll play real average.
like we still put.
Yeah.
We still got 48 points. We still won by.
Oh,
38.
and Ireland are no mugs. Like they've got some that winger for Ireland, the right hand winger,
The young fella, he's quite
the one
young,
that
isn't he?
got the
Probably made
breakaway,
two
but then
breaks
got
and
pulled out.
scored
pulled
two
out.
tries. Yeah, and scored two tries. That
Yeah.
intercepted the. He's quite a talent, isn't he?
Yeah, they got Luke,
Warriors.
they got
shout
Luke
out.
Carey there.
Have a look at him.
Luke Carey
Bring him
goes
over.
all right, eh, Kane?
Yeah, no, he does. Mighty
Okay,
Yeah.
next.
Hey, I didn't say my piece.
Yeah, you did you?
What-
Hey,
what-
we'll go to you.
Okay, now what the people are paying to hear. Yeah, so like everyone else, so a bit clunky. I feel like that connection with Jerome and Dill, we didn't really see them come together much, eh? They were playing kind of one side of the field each.
Yeah.
And then Ireland were massively offside a lot. That was doing my head in. It was pissing me
Oh,
off.
the ruck speed.
And the ruck speed is just terrible.
Yeah, he was not a happy man.
Like I said on the radio, the bloody Irish had a bloody took their pillow and bloody sleeping bag to the ruck and had a kip in there. He just wouldn't get rid of them.
I just want to say sorry to Emma.
Why?
All the swearing you probably did.
No, she left just about a couple of, like about 10, 20 minutes into the game. She had something else to do. Oh, she was dropping our kids off at my parents' place. Yeah. Yeah, that was that. And I just feel like I said on the radio show as well, we're doing a lot of block plays out each side without really getting forward first. I felt like, and also I don't like people playing out of position. So even though Nars had played on that edge a bit for the Storm, I felt like when Ice came onto that edge and he was pushed to the middle, I felt that's when we seen a bit more from Nars. He was kind of stuck out there, not really up to much. That's what I reckon anyway.
I think it's hard with that, like you said, the slow ruck.
Yeah.
Kind of trying to get block plays off the back of that, as well as unorthodox defensive line that you're not
you got
normally
all
used
those
to running
things.
at.
Yeah.
So it's like it's going to be hard to get your timing, which it
That's
showed.
right, yeah. I also think, like I said this on the radio show too, about with that, it's almost like we were trying to be a bit too smart with trying to go a bit wider earlier. Instead of like, if you name a pack like that, surely you're just smashing it or trying to just smash it up the middle.
Not doing the mahi.
No, they're wanting the treats without the mahi. But yeah, that's me. Thanks for letting me say my piece, Jase.
Sorry, my bad. Hey, I thought you got your venting out on the radio, but
I did.
Did Jay say his piece though?
yeah,
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
He said, "Did you?
Sweet.
You showed
Funky.
you got your piece out earlier, didn't
yeah.
you?"
Did he? Did he?
Next, England just got a couple of tries and got 94 points against Greece's 4. That was high scoring game.
Yeah.
It was hectic.
Did
Kane,
you? Kane. Did you watch that game, mate? What did you think of that?
Dominic Young, he's killing it, ain't he? Like seeing him go from just at the Knights, not really getting that big of a hit, to suddenly he's a world star. I think he's a favourite for the top try scorer of the tournament as well.
He is. I was just looking at that.
Is he top at the moment?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like you said about the Knights too. Like, it's a bit different playing on the edge of England team to a struggling Knights team. But no, it's good because he had a lot of raps on how good he was. So
Yeah. It's hard with those games as well because, like, at least with the Kiwis, you can take stuff from it which you need to work on, what we were saying. But that game where they steamroll them, get 94 points, like, what do you take from that? Like, how do you dissect that game?
yeah,
Probably Greece have been, they've had a pretty disruptive build-up as well, haven't they?
Yeah.
Didn't they get, what's the chat about their game getting banned in the country?
yeah, it was illegal and it was illegal, wasn't it, in Greece to play rugby league?
Mad
Yeah.
dog.
Jordan,
Don't know what that was about, but they had played one of their tests at midnight, secretly against Malta, I think, and they had like a closed
Of all countries.
closed Facebook group,
so,
and they had it on that, and then they played it
Yeah.
midnight, so they didn't get caught.
so you'd have to think, they've kind of just making it to the World Cup's probably a bit of a
Yeah, that's right. Bit of a
bit of a-
dream.
dream run. for
Good
them.
on them. I'll go back to the
What's our
game.
next game, mate?
Fiji 30 to Scotland's 14. Lenny, do you want to start us?
Yeah, Scotland were pretty gallant at the beginning. It's good to see Fiji kick on a bit. They've got a lot of promise in their
Especially
team.
those island teams.
It's good, but I think out of Fiji was probably the one that wasn't really performing that well. Well, Samoa didn't at the start, but it's good to see Fiji perform like that. Did Appy play the whole game? I'm not sure, but he's just Appy doing himself, and he's epic. Apart from that, Scotland were brave, classic headline. But yeah, that was
Winning
just
on
all
bonus.
Fiji really.
Yeah.
The Fiji and second rower, Siwa Wong, he's one to keep an eye on.
Oh
He's a
yeah.
young rooster player. I think he's like 17, 18, but there's reps on him that he's the next Sonny Bull.
Oh, Siva
Yeah.
Wong. Yeah, I heard someone else
Yeah.
talk about him actually. Yeah.
The worrying thing for Fiji, I think, well, good for us, good for us going into the quarters, but their left-hand side defence is,
Pretty
that's where Scotland scored
pretty
all their
woeful.
points.
Yeah.
So hopefully Hughesy can unlock our
Yeah.
right-hand side and
Well, that's where
run a few channels.
he might be able to win
I
the game
noticed
by
the same
himself.
thing.
They
Rover
were,
was kind of stacking the line.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Taroofs.
Yeah.
The young guy from Penrith, right?
that's it.
That's it. Anyone else got anything to add on that game? There's probably not too much to take away from that.
Aussie 66 to Italy 6. Good on Italy, getting on the board.
What a demonic score.
Yeah, no.
The big-
666.
The big chat to come out of that is DCE actually had more TAs than Cleary, so that's going to be an interesting selection choice for Meninga. You'd think Cleary
seen
gets
a-
an odd, but
I'm pretty sure I seen an article today
Just
that
about to
he's
say. He says he could name both.
both in the squad and have DCE on the bench.
oh really?
He's
Oh,
done-
that's
yeah,
probably
I guess-
good. That's good for us, I think.
Yeah, I think it is too. I'd
Yeah.
rather have DCE there. Like he's not
Who
like
do you
terrible.
Drop? Who do you drop then, Grant or do you keep both of them?
It'll make it almost a destructive, just not destructive.
Because would you? Yeah,
You
you'd,
can't
you'd
drop
have,
Grant.
you'd have
surely.
Hunt and Grant still, wouldn't you?
Would you?
That's what I'm
And
saying.
DCE
It would mix
on
the
the-
bench up. Like,
I don't
how
know.
do you get that flow right?
Well, I wouldn't lose any of them for DCE basically. So I don't know.
He's playing mind games, isn't
What
he?
would you do, Kane?
DCE at nth man. Name the team.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he meant.
What do you reckon, Kane? What do you think?
No, I'll drop DCE just because he's a Queenslander. Doesn't need to be in.
Good man.
Here we go.
Oh, the Blues on the panel.
Yeah, it's.
Actually, we're all Blues. Well, we don't really
Oh, yeah.
support either or, but
I,
so
I'm
is
all, I'm all go.
Sam.
I'm all go for Blues because
They were the underdogs. So
they were the underdogs, and I hated that big three of Queensland.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. So DCE's out.
DCE's out. I
Yeah.
reckon that would be not
Cleary's
great. Not great
the
for Aussie.
The future.
Surely Cleary's in. I mean, even for me,
He
I,
still had 3 try assists, I think.
still don't.
DCE
Then wouldn't matter how
4.
well DCE played in my book.
Nah. You're playing
Just-
against Italy, so.
Just Cleary is the man.
What about Tedesco playing against his old nation?
His
getting
old
the meat
nation.
pie?
That's right.
Meaty. I
Mate.
wonder if he sung both anthems. Probably can't remember the Italian one. It's been a while since he's probably sung it.
Yeah, he made a shout out. Oh, like not a shout out, but something to his grandma or something.
Yeah, so we had that World Cup when he played for Italy. Who else? Paulie Vaughan was there as well. Big Vaughny with the small shorts.
Italian stallion.
Yeah,
Smosh.
small shorts. Sweet. Next
one.
Probably
is
the best game
the
of
game
Lenny.
of the game of the round. Lebanon
Lenny's cousins.
spanked the
74
Jamaicans.
to 12.
Absolutely pumped them.
Oh, Jamaica
That
got
was
on the
a-
board twice. How good.
That's a bit of a surprising result,
Yeah.
but good on them. Good on them.
Hey,
Obviously, the
Duahi's back as well. So you got Moses and Duahi,
Yeah.
or what's doing.
what's the way he?
Without having epic forwards, I've got some really solid kind of like brink of like NRL kind of contract forwards, and they just got an extra 10% playing with the cedar on the chest. But yeah, up the Lebanese. That's it's Jamaica, but I don't think anyone's expecting them to put on that many on them, eh?
We didn't. What did we get?
Oh.
60. What did we put on them? 58 on Jamaica.
Something 60 something.
Yeah.
62 or something. So
You'd think, that's what I was getting a bit worried. I'm like, we're only like dry humping them, like I said.
but again,
It's
like
yeah.
Jamaica may have fizzled out. They
Yeah.
kind of.
That's right.
We almost look like
Probably on the
On the
bongs pretty
Yeah.
early.
doobies at halftime. Not the halftime vape.
Early doors.
Kevin Proctor would have been there. Yeah, I feel like as well, like, I didn't watch that game, but like, especially with the Kiwis and that, like, especially those games that we played where we should have spanked them, all our games technically, but we're just trying to force the pass too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Trying to put points on too
Yeah,
early.
like
in
when
the
you
set.
Yeah,
Just doing it.
let's get that repeat set. And as soon as you get the repeat set against those lower grade countries, you're going to get across the line.
I think even if you just play properly to
So,
the...
yeah, plus also, maybe they're not trying to go for the repeat set because they are smaller in goals.
That's also true. But I don't think most of the time in the Kiwi... Like, it's just...
But we have to get that sorted.
Well, the Kiwis just need to get to that line
Yeah.
first. When they get to the try line, they seem to be able to score. It's just... They seem to making a few errors and stuff. But anyway, what about you, Kane? Did you catch any of that game?
Nah, not really. But it's good to see Lebanon get up.
Yeah.
Well,
They made the quarters. How good?
Yeah, of course. Mark was like,
Yeah.
they're not going to make the quarters. I'm like, mate, they're going to spank Jamaica. I told him. Tagged him in bloody Lebanon Rugby League's post and everything.
Did you?
Yeah. Do the cuzzies like that. And they've got the task of trying to beat the Kangaroos.
Good on
It's a
them.
big task.
Let's go Lebanon.
It is.
And
And I think it's the last game.
Two.
That's
No.
Two
like
more?
beat. Oh
Couple
no, there's
more.
a couple more.
Samoa and Tonga. Yeah.
Yeah. Mate Maa Tonga, is it?
Matema.
Yeah.
Mate
Ma'a.
Tonga.
Mate Maa Tonga. It's 92 against Cook Islands 10, which is a 102-point game.
Cookie Airani, yes. I didn't really see too much of it except for the highlights.
Yeah.
It's hard to know which points to watch.
Yeah.
You got more than a point a minute.
Tessie New looked good though in the
Yeah.
bits I seen. It's good to he didn't really got the rub of the green. I guess if you think about their team and fullbacks and all the rest, like who else is there to play fullback for them?
Nah, yeah. I think he's
Probably had the
man.
most game time.
He's unlucky to a bit of an unlucky season with injuries, but
Yeah,
he was odds on to be the Broncos starting fullback.
That's right.
Wasn't he?
yeah. And then Tim Mighty turned up.
Yeah. So yeah,
And now
he's
Walsh is
Tomalolo's back.
Yeah.
Just rolling forward. Too much firepower for the Cookies. Did you catch any of that, Kane? Any of that game?
Yeah, Tonga was just too good.
Too strong,
back
too
line, I
big.
I still think they're a World Cup away. They're a real young team. Like their core's quite young.
Yeah.
But got the likes of Tom Lawler there, who's a bit of experience in Kafusi, but there's still heaps of young guns that have got a few more years in them before they show their real talents.
Yeah, it's a good point actually. Like
That's what
in the pack, they've got quite a few old heads, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're probably lacking that. It's that real kind of
That
experience out on the edges, and
Yeah.
unlike Samoa, who've got
Katoa,
yeah, that's right, yeah,
Katoa at the 5'8", he has a real big rep on him, I think.
yeah, there is, yeah, and there's that
is he Dolphins.
uh,
Did he sign
Yeah.
Dolphins?
Yeah, he did.
this year? Yeah.
and there's is it Amoni?
Amone.
Yeah, the Dragons.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did he play or did Little Hair play? Tui did, eh?
I think Tui.
Tui definitely
Somebody's
played.
on the bench, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, Talatau Amone.
oh yeah,
Got
that's
it.
good.
Must come on in about 20 minutes to go.
Oh yeah, I think it's worth having those two young guys having a go. Just to get experience up. But yeah, like you said, mate, they're probably lacking that in that area. All right, what else we got? How did your French team go, mate?
Hey. I was all for it.
Tu parles français ou pas?
And they scored a try just after halftime, and are we on at like 40-4?
Oh yeah, we on at 40-4.
But no. Hey,
They were
gallant effort
a
to
little
the
bit unlucky.
French. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Like they scored.
Samoa just turned up the heat.
They got like 18 points on England.
Yeah.
then Samoa just came out and smoked them.
But France England is like that's their
Yeah.
Tonga Samoa
Yeah.
game. So
It's the
Kiwis,
local
Kiwi,
derby
Aussie kinda.
they kind
exactly.
of would have had
got
a few
up for
more
that game.
more baguettes in the undies.
Samoa have had a couple of inclusions come back as well, All big, Tyrell May coming
Tyrell
back
May.
into the fold. Got 4 meat pies,
4 meaties.
one of each flavour. Steak
What's
and
doing?
cheese, meat
Meat and cheese.
and, meat and cheese,
Straight mushroom pie. I've
mushroom
had one of those.
pie,
Bloody hell.
potato top.
Yeah. Hey, it'll be a good game the weekend. Samoa versus Tonga.
But yeah, Samoa, they were obviously turning up the heat. That's going to be a ding-donger
Yes.
next week. That has to be the game.
That's game of the round, surely.
That's the game of the round, easily.
And there's only one game to go this week that plays tomorrow morning.
Kumals versus Wales.
What, PNG by 50?
I reckon Labour put on
Yeah.
about 50 million hits.
What do you reckon, Kane? 50 plus?
PNG. Yeah, I think Olam was paying good money for a double, which I thought was pretty likely.
Yeah.
Hard.
I don't remember what it was, but
Well, they got there $1.05 to win. Wales at 10. That's a good shout out. Olam's been good. I really like Johnson at fullback. Hey, I reckon that's been like one of the
Highlights of the cup. Like the World Cup almost.
seen him play fullback.
Yeah.
yeah, $4 for double.
Oh, yeah. He beat me to it. I was
What
almost
in-
there.
What the hell?
Yeah,
They're just
that
throwing
is-
money away at
That
that.
just proves Kane knows how to work the TAB site. Oh shit, we're gonna. I know we've got 10 minutes.
We've still got 10 minutes. And we've nearly. Yeah, okay, fam, I haven't paid for the Zoom, so
It ends in 40.
On the budgie subscription.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what should we? We've done a recap.
yeah, so I wouldn't really go through who our
MVK.
MVK most valuable. So everyone kind of said Jerome Hughes. Is there anyone else that gets a special mention for the Kiwis game you thought played well?
Oh,
High groups.
Oh, the old Ruder.
most valuable swinging arm.
Bro, he's not going to be playing for you at the start of the season.
dirty old Ruder,
Shit,
old
he's
Jared.
just-
Jeez.
He just really lost the plot recently.
Can't help
hasn't he?
himself, eh? He had it under control for quite a while, eh? I
Do you
felt.
reckon-
Yeah.
And then he's just, this season, he's just kind of,
He's such a dangerous player because, say we come up against Australia, all you need is one of those bigger boys to egg him on at the start
Yeah,
of the
and
game,
then-
and he'll just come up with a swinging arm.
and then, oh, you're off for 10.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. We don't need all our players against Australia anyway.
Nah,
But seriously, though,
exactly, yeah.
who was your player?
Fisher Harris, he did good. Got that.
Got
Got
a-
a meaty.
Yes.
King of the North.
Didn't he?
Yes. Who else was there? Who came off our bench?
Ice came on, shifted Nazen. Yeah, who else was on there?
I can bring it up.
I feel like I made a comment on the show too about I think Ronaldo got a talking to at halftime about getting
Yes.
involved because he was very quiet in that first game, and quite often on kick return he'll pass it to Manu in the middle, and it's like, bro,
That's you, eh? That's
take
you
a
all
take a
day.
carry, mate. Like I know Joseph
Oh.
Manu's the man, but you don't want him using up all the juice doing all those tough carries, and then at halftime, I remember texting through. He always had a talking to because he's had 3 carries already. Like you
Yeah.
know.
Old Uncle Peter Hiku.
Yeah, Kuddle Pet, how good.
Shit, he's been a quiet achiever, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he always has been, I reckon,
He's
through
gonna
his
get-
whole career.
Yeah, he'll get that award at the end of the season, like
Players
MVP
player.
or something. Like
Players player, probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
players player.
Manu scored another freaky through the middle.
Yeah.
Casual as you like.
How does he do it, eh? You must love having Manu in your team, Kane.
Yeah.
Hope you're ready to say goodbye.
He's coming to the Warriors, the Wars. Who you liked and played all right? Isaac Liu.
Yeah,
Louis
that's right.
Lua.
That's right. Yeah, well, Isaac Liu's stint when he came on, he wasn't trying to do anything but run hard and straight. So I think that really helped that period there where we were kind of stumbling through things. But when he came on, he really straightened up the boys.
Yeah, him and Foreign been on.
Yeah, Foreign was good when he came on, actually. Yeah.
Liu will probably snag that. Is Niokore going to be back? Or Liu will probably snag that.
Oh, because he done the
Last
hammy
position.
or something.
Yeah,
eh?
Yeah.
Hammy
So
or
I
pec.
think Liu, because he can cover.
He can
lot
go
of the
lock,
forward pack.
forward. He can go anywhere, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Could you run a combination where you have
Jared's not going to be there, obviously. Oh, no,
Obviously.
he might be.
so we pretty much have we know our main positions, but could you run JMK at 9, and how we said having Brandon Smith at 13 and then 14 being Foreign, so then JMK can come off, Foreign can come on.
Oh yeah, and leave Brandon at 13.
Or Brandon, yeah, that's the only thing.
I don't think they're going to do it, eh?
Yeah.
They
we
won't,
would have
no.
seen it already.
That's right. Yeah.
But-
Unless they're not doing it, but they're practicing at training, that's why we're all out of sync.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking today because I said how I felt. I think Brandon was taking a couple of steps all the time out of,
Yeah.
and when those jokers were offside and like just hissing, those couple of steps meant they were right there. I think
Again-
Foran started passing it off the ground a bit more.
Yeah. Again, with the average defences, like he probably gets the wrong signal that he can run.
Yeah, that's right.
More often than he would against one of the quality teams. So hopefully he bloody passes it more often.
Yeah.
But he is like you need a crowbar to get it off him.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to get it wide, especially when they're rushing like that, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy if Brandon plays
Yeah.
bloody 9.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
it's-
happy.
These
Oh,
are just like niggly little.
I was thinking, I'll start with Kane. Who's a player in the Kiwis in their team at the moment, or their squad, that you'll want to see definitely playing in like Australia or the final, that might not get the pick, if you know what I mean? Like, there's obviously Manu who's always going to be in there. So like for me, I want to see JMK in,
Yeah.
but he might not get the pick because we've got
I was
Brandon,
talking about edge people,
or just anyone.
people on the fringe kind of thing.
Anyone. It can be a forward.
I reckon Seb Chris. He's a good
Yep.
player,
Yep.
and I reckon he's kind of could fit that
We
centre hole that we have.
Yeah, because we was talking about it on the show.
Yeah.
Brenton Nicota's not a centre. And
Clearly.
you've got, even though Seb probably wasn't the best centre in their competition, he's very good, solid as,
Mhm.
and he plays that position every day of the week.
Mm.
I just don't understand what they were doing there.
And I feel like if you just put him in and like him in the centre and like just in training in general, he's going to learn a bit of old Hiku anyway. Like, because Hiku's a
Oh, he'll just be learning a lot. So
yeah.
plus that's his position. So
I think they're going to run with CNK at centre, eh? I think they are.
you reckon?
Yeah.
What do you
Otherwise,
think
you would
about
have
that?
seen you would have seen
That's
Seb,
true.
Chris, and the posse
Especially this week.
because they kind of already played CNK a couple
That's
of
right.
games. And
What do you
then
reckon? What do you
they
reckon? What would you do, Ray? Out of the
I'd have Seb Chris probably,
yeah.
but I don't know
I'm
the
same.
behind the scenes either. The
It's hard to
proven,
say.
The proven formula is CNK has
That's
played
right.
well there in the past.
He
Like,
has, yeah.
I love seeing Kane stoked he's coming to the Wars, but the thing with Seb Chris, I didn't know he was a Kiwi, so that's what got this almost
threw
yeah.
me when he named him. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
So I didn't know he was a Kiwi, and then they named him, and then you're like, oh shit, okay, this guy's actually not bad.
Yeah.
Because
Do we need to use full names? Are we allowed to say CNK? Or
We can on the potty.
We're good on the
Benny
potty.
Brookie?
Just not on the not on the radio show because people text and say, who are these guys even talking about?
Sorry, Chris.
Who's Jar Jar Bless? We'll do the math, bro. All right, shall we move on into the best bet section before
Yeah.
we run out of Zoom?
We'll start with Kane. He knows what
Hang
he's
on,
talking
I
about.
need to play the song.
Oh,
Your money right in the end, who the man though? Pile up the cash, then I do that money dance though. 50K for the beat in the event, son. What's the light when your house is like a mansion? Your money.
All right, best bet section, brought to you by Sportsbet. No,
Hey?
it's not. But we will start with Kane just in case we get cut off. That Kiwi NRL, Kiwi punter, sorry, you changed your handle, forgot about that, because he's just a
he's just an all-round.
degenerate punter
Brutal,
in
mate,
general.
brutal.
He punts on anything. It's just got to have...
Yeah.
There'll be
a heartbeat.
snail racing. He'll punt on it.
All right, what do you got for us, mate, for this round? You might have already said it out loud.
Yeah. I'm pretty keen on Peter Hiku getting a double.
Oh,
Oh,
I think that, as I was saying, Taruva, he kind of sits in the line, and that left edge of Fiji was real weak. And I think that's an area whereas the Kiwis, our right edge was real strong. And
Right.
if Hughes can build that combo, he threw in a few short kicks to Hiku in that game. And I think, go
Good
back
spotting,
to that formula,
bro.
it works.
good spotting. See, that's why you go to the professionals.
yeah.
That left
That is-
edge for Fiji, it's great. Great chat. Great.
Whereas I just say ice puppy any time, all the time, regardless of he's not even playing. If he's
yeah.
not playing, I'll still say it.
I'm
All right, Jace, what are you doing?
thinking, because we always say that that's what they should do, but they never do what they do. They always target the opposite side. So I'm going to go Kenny Bromwich, 2 or more tries.
K Brom,
Yeah.
couple.
Okay, Briz.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll be paying a little bit.
Fair.
Now we don't have the team list up, do we?
Nah, you just have to go off
I'm going.
ice.
Not even dependent. I'm going ice puppy. Anytime Kumara. Probably have to get a dubs just for it to pay bloody anything.
Yeah.
But hopefully he is the right second row.
Might get a bit of value around Fiji.
And I'm going off what
The bro.
Kane has said. Maybe they'll go short instead of long once. Hopefully.
Yep.
And what do you reckon? What do you got for us, Dre?
I think, again, running with we've been scored against, I think, against nearly all the minnows first. Hey, Ireland
Almost.
got 2 points against us.
Yep.
So,
the other
Fiji
team
to
to score
score
first.
the first points.
Is
Nice.
that it? Oh, because you can do this
Or,
Fiji.
Yeah.
or you want to go
I might bet.
Fiji to score first, score a
First
try
try,
first or
yeah.
whatever.
yeah,
Nice.
one of those options.
I actually like that option
I
because
like that.
the amount of time it happened against Aussie in that as well.
And then us to win 50-4
All right. Power play that up.
after that.
Have a look at those power plays. Mine was rubbish. Oh no, Joey Money scored, but Ice Puppy didn't. Damn
No.
you. Damn you, Ice Pups.
Yeah.
It's because he hasn't got the shaggy mop anymore. He scores less tries when it's shaved off.
Oh, I reckon he looks hearty, especially when he gets that blood head.
But now he just wants to do the mahi and not get the treats.
Yeah, he's looking for that tackle, that contact.
There's no bet Ice Puppy do a lot of mahi. That's not on there. Otherwise, I'd take that. All right, we'll wrap it up there because we've got to do we're doing a special limited edition podcast episode with Kane straight
Yes.
after this, which will be released tomorrow morning, or for the Melbourne Cup. It won't be tomorrow when you hear it. So we'll wrap that up there. Any other final thoughts on the World Cup, gentlemen?
Kiwis just definitely need to step up and put a dominant performance in this. Oh, Kane.
See you, Kane.
He's
That's
gone.
all right. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, he needs to put in a dominant. Oh, not Kane. Kiwis need to put in a dominant performance over Fiji just to almost prove a point going into against Australia.
Right. Just Kiwis, just come on.
Let's go.
Or
Let's go, man.
Or Lebanon beat Australia.
Oh, mate, if Lebanon beat, that's the multi of the round.
You know, Lebanon.
Lebanon to win by
Game of the round, Samoa Tonga.
6 and under. Lebanon to win 6 and under. On to Kiwis win. I reckon that's going to be horny as this weekend. Do 50 plus.
You might as well not even do an odds like margin. You might as well just get on 41s head to head.
Yeah, well, I'll go 41s Lebanon. The Cuzzies. Yalla.
Mitchell Moses.
What
Yeah.
about Lebanon to score the first points?
Mate, short kickoff. Get the ball
Short.
back.
Duwaihi.
Duahi.
Did Jamaica do that to
Yeah.
Lebanon? Short kickoff?
Oh,
Don't know. But they're probably ready for it. It's not a shock tactic anymore when you've
Nah.
done it a million times against the Kiwis.
Well, apparently it is because they keep getting us.
Well, to us, yes. All right.
anyway,
Right, thanks for jumping on, lads. It's thank you for everyone for listening. Another episode of the Kiwi NRL podcast. Go the bloody Kiwis. Give them a taste,
yes.
or
Give
else
'em a
I'll come
taste.
visit you.
You know what it takes, and you're ready today to take them all on.
Very good, guys.
another one in the bank. Another one in the bank.
Another one in the
Go
bank.
all the way. Give it to them. Yeah,
give
give
it.
them a taste. Give them a taste of Kiwi.
Kiwis.
Show them you're the best. Give them a taste of Kiwi. You're
Better.